Hi everyone, I am Causing Claire, my first live video on TikTok. Super excited to be doing this video on all of the questions that I've been receiving on manifesting the lottery. So my channel originally started out with how I can cause others reality and how I can manifest for you. And I'm going to be explaining that and also explaining the science behind it, including the piece that everyone keeps asking me, which is, Claire, can you manifest the lottery for me? Is that possible? What does that look like? So before we start, I'm actually going to do a chant, and it is called the Satguru Vandanam. Okay, so I just want to give like a sort of public announcement to everyone that's going to be joining and watching this video that if you are of a particular faith or religion, doesn't matter, okay? There's no, religious component to this science. Second, if you have a problem with India or gurus from India or enlightened masters, probably not the video for you, okay? Move on and don't watch because you'll just get triggered by it. All right, so I'm going to be explaining the Vedic science, okay? And I myself am a Hindu. We're open to all other religions and beliefs, and there's no right or wrong. So whatever resonates for you as a universal energy, use that, and that's all we're talking about in whatever form you decide. Okay, so I'm going to do Satguru Vandanam, which is the chant to invoke the enlightened master's energy in me because I'm an initiated disciple of him. Okay, and this is part of my process. So give me 1 second, I'll do that, and then we'll start. Nityanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Yanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tatvamasya Dilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Satgurum Tam Namami Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. So that invokes the enlightened master's energy, and now I see through his third eye. Okay, so how I met this enlightened master, I'll give you the quick story, and then we'll talk about manifesting the lottery. Okay, so in 2011, I was suicidal, very depressed, had anxiety, panic, all that, and I tried to commit suicide, and I ended up in the hospital. And my whole life, I'd been raised Catholic, and then I was an atheist, and I didn't believe in anything. And so I had this whole traumatic experience, being in a psychiatric ward for a month and coming out. And then one day I was driving home recently after getting out of the hospital, and I drove by this store, and it was like a new age store. And I'd never really thought or looked into anything like that. So I said, okay, let me go into this new age store, and maybe there's something that'll resonate with me. I've tried everything else. I've tried modern medicine. I've tried Western medicine. I've tried being in the hospital and on, psychiatric drugs and all that, and nothing's working. So maybe this new thing will work. Go into a new age store, and I ended up booking a healing with a healer. And so she did the healing, and while she was doing that healing, my eyes were closed, right? And I had a vision of this sadhu, right? A sadhu is a monk in India. And I had this vision, and I didn't know what it was at the time or who he was at the time, but, was wearing an orange turban and was covered in orange. And, I saw his smiling face, and I just felt so connected and blessed and was like, this is what I've been missing my whole life. So after the healing, she asked me, how was it? And I said, well, I had this vision of this man, and he was in orange, and I didn't know what it meant. And she says, oh God, she's like, I think that's my guru, my enlightened master. And she showed me a picture, and it was the exact person I saw during that healing. So that's how I got connected with, we call him Swamiji, Paramahamsa Nityananda, okay? And that's how I got connected. And so long story short, I've been attending his programs in India. I've been to Cambodia. We do 21-day yoga and meditation retreats. And he initiates us that follow him into third eye power, into body scanning, so I can scan you and give you healing and, diagnose things in the body energetically. I can manifest for you. The thing I'm the best at is manifesting wealth for people and manifesting their realities. That's the one that has resonated the most with me with third eye opening and awakening. We're able to materialize things. We're able to, make things appear in other places. And so some of you have had gold sparkles or silver sparkles or diamond sparkles show up in your hands while typing me. And that's part of the manifestation that's happening. So if you have that even now as we're talking, don't feel bad if you don't. It happens with some, it happens with some others, and it doesn't mean anything. It just means that you are connecting and being blessed by that energy as well. So I will, if you're interested in my guru and these initiations, we have free healing programs all the time. You can message me anytime for free healing. I had a nice healing with someone's horse the other day. So yeah, that was a nice experience, and it's all free. Like there's no charge here, okay? Because as a disciple of Paramahamsa Nityananda, as my guru, my mission in life is to enrich other human beings. My whole purpose here is to give you what you want and show you that you're possible, that humans are possible, we're a seed, and that anything you want in life really can be manifested. And I hold the space to manifest for others when you're stuck or you don't know how to do it yourself. I've had people that have gotten jobs. I've had people that have gotten, like someone had $20,000 show up the other day. I've manifested a lot of money for myself. Just had another friend manifest their dream job. I've manifested my dream job. I've manifested so many things that it's just a daily thing for me that I almost forget that I do it. Okay? So the whole point of this TikTok channel was, how can I reach out to more people? How many more human beings can I enrich and say, okay, tell me what it is that you want and I'll manifest that reality for you. Okay, and so what happens as part of that purpose is, even if you just type it in, that's enough for it to start the energy, okay? Because oneness is what you have to experience with me in this video, but really it's with him that you're experiencing the oneness space. So all energy, all of us are in the same oneness energy. Even if we're from different faiths or religions or backgrounds or whatever, we have that same being, that same energetic being, and it's oneness. So when you feel oneness with the people and nature and the energy around you, that's when you start manifesting powers. And each one of you can get initiated online for free. Go to kailasa.org, KALAISAA.org, Kailasa. Okay, that's the Hindu nation that we have around the world. There's millions of us around the world that get free initiations all the time. We used to have to go to programs and pay for it. Corona hit. And then, Swamiji said, let's initiate as many human beings as possible into third eye awakening, into being able to heal others. So I'm not special is what I'm trying to tell you. You're special. Each one of us is special. There's no difference between me or you. So if this resonates with you, if I resonate with you, okay, fine, stay connected with me, but it's through him. If you want to get initiated yourself, that's available for you. I'll make sure I put things in the comments as well and give you guys lots of resources. You just literally register, it's free online, and then we have what's called darshan mostly every night, where we're on Zoom video conferencing. He sees you, we see him, he can initiate us online. And what it feels like to be initiated is you just feel that connection energy, and you're just connected with the oneness of universal energy. That's it. Okay? So let's get to, hope that answered a lot of your questions about my guru and, how I'm initiated. I've been I've been getting initiation since 2012. And I am what's called a certified acharya, which means I can teach the science of manifestation, okay? And this, again, all free, no cost, no looking for anything, okay? Like, it's just to enrich humanity. So let's get to the manifesting itself. So the very first thing, so even if you're not initiated, that's okay. You can get initiated watching this video. He sees you there, even so if you're wondering about this is like a life-size cutout of him. It's plexiglass, but over Zoom, he initiated his energy into this. So his energy sitting here in the form of this murti is what we call it. And when I look at it, actually, I don't see it in the 2D form. I see it in a 3D. I see him sitting there. Like, that's exactly what I see. is a 3D form, like he's sitting there as a human. So that energy can initiate you just even over this space. So that's why I'm saying, even if you just type and you see his photo, like that's enough for him to start, connecting you with that energy. And as a being, if your being says, no, I'm not interested, I have other beliefs and other things, then that's okay, nothing happens, right? But if your being says yes, like, yes, okay, like I'm ready for this energy initiation, then that can just happen here too, okay? So anyways, manifesting can happen whether you're initiated or not. I started manifesting things before I was initiated, before I even understood what it was. So here are the core things of, I'll give you the few top ones of how to manifest, and then I'll explain how I manifest for you, and then we'll talk specifically about lottery. So first and foremost is I always start with one thing, okay? And I don't pigeonhole it into a specific result. What I mean by that is if I want wealth and abundance, I'm going to ask the universe for wealth and abundance and bring it to me in the best way possible for me. And that way, let's say if it is the lottery, that will happen through the lottery. I've had it happen where I've all of a sudden received some old stocks that I had way back when that I completely forgot about that paid out, and then paid me out like $30K just out of nowhere. Okay. And then I've had times where, I'll have an RSP that needs to get paid out as a Canadian registered savings plan, get paid out somewhere. Or all of a sudden I'll get some huge bonus that I wasn't expecting. Or, I'll do some sort of work and someone pays me an exorbitant amount of money and just says, take it, I want you to have it. So when asking for wealth and abundance, try not to determine what it needs to look like, because you can manifest large sums of money without it being the lottery, okay? It doesn't mean it can't, but again, ask for wealth and abundance, and then let the universe decide how that comes to you. It can come to you in any form. So I try not to get too specific on this is how I want it to look like. Don't decide for the universe. The universe sees more than you see, okay? So if lottery is the way to go for you, trust me, blessings, the lottery will happen for you. I have known one person in what's called our Sangha, which is our community, our spiritual community, that did win the lottery. She lives in Toronto, Canada. She did win the lottery jackpot, okay? So I have known one person to have manifested and done it. I myself have not won the lottery, except for I've got 5 out of 6 numbers, which paid a whole whopping $500. But even that was astronomical to get 4 out of 5, okay? Or I've gotten free lottery tickets, or in the hundreds of dollars. But I'm just being clear about what I've manifested and how, okay? But every single day, I don't think there's one day where I don't have some sort of money manifest. So if I were to add it up over time, gosh, I can only imagine what that is, okay? So today, for example, literally manifested, wasn't a huge sum. It was $6K or something like that. So it happens. All right, so ask for wealth and abundance, but don't pigeonhole it into it has to happen like this, okay? The next thing is what you need to do is write it down on a piece of paper, and then think of Swamiji, think of me, think of this video, or have the video playing while you do this, and write down all of the reasons why you doubt that it would happen. The reason why this is important is every thought that you've had in your life is an energy, and it's been stored in your subconscious brain. It gets stored in your muscle memory, and people don't manifest their wants. They manifest their beliefs. Okay, so if you have a fundamental belief that you're not worthy, if you have a fundamental belief where you doubt yourself in some way, if you have a fundamental belief that you're not worthy of love, or that, you're not capable of love, or that good things don't happen to you, that, any of that, write all of that out and get it out of your space, because we have to clear new space for new energy to come in, okay? So write down what it is that you want to create as your reality, and then write down all of the reasons why you doubt it will happen. I just don't believe it, or, oh, it seems impossible, or, I'm not worthy of this, or someone once told me that I wouldn't amount to anything. Whatever comes up in your space, let the energy just move through you, and you'll notice yourself writing down a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, so you write it all down. We call it SDHD. So your self-hatred, self-denial, and self-doubt. Anything that comes up, write it out. Once you're done doing that, you look at it, and this is where you get to make a conscious choice. Is that you or is that not you? If it's not you, which let's be clear, it's not, you are love and light and infinite possibility as a human, okay? Cross all of it out. That's you declaring, not interested, not interested, not interested, not interested. This is not me. And then rip that mother paper up. Burn it is the best way to do it, but rip it up and get it out of your house, okay? And then, after that's done, this is where you can do the visualization part of it, okay? And this is what I do for all of you. So you close your eyes, and then again, you think about what it is that you want to create as your reality. And then you let all of that, again, self-hatred, self-doubt, self-denial, come up in your system and feel it wherever it is in your body. Sometimes people will hear things, sometimes they'll feel things, but you've given it one outlet to write it out on paper, and now you have to give it another outlet to move it out of your muscle memory and out of your inner space. So let yourself feel all those things. Oftentimes people will cry, they'll get angry, they'll get emotional. Some people feel numb and feel nothing and think it's not working. There's no right or wrong, it works, okay? So let yourself feel it first. And then again, each time something comes up, consciously decide, is this what you want as your reality or not? If it isn't, then you just complete with it. Completion means I'm deciding this isn't what I want something else, okay? And you do that for a few minutes. Then once your space is clear, that's when you can now go and visualize what you want to create as your reality as if it's already happened in this moment right now. See it, hear it, feel it, intensely visualize the reality that you want to create. And do that for a few minutes. Okay? So that is the first manifestation process you can start with, right? So I'll recap the steps. Step number 1, choose one thing you want to create as your reality. Don't pigeonhole into how it's going to happen, right? So I want to create abundance and wealth and prosperity in my life. That's what I want, okay? You can get to a specific dollar amount if you want. That's fine too. But don't specifically say it has to be this way, okay? Next, write down all the reasons why you doubt that it'll happen. Situations that have happened in your life, feelings that you have, doubts you have in your head. Write it all out and then consciously decide this is not what you want as your reality anymore, and then rip up that paper and get rid of it. Burn it if you can, in a safe way. Next, number 3, close your eyes, think of what you want to create as your reality again, and then allow the same experience of self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial, all of that to come up in your space, and then consciously decide this is not what I want, and this is what I want to choose instead. Complete with all of that, and then visualize what you want to create as your reality intensely. Feel it, see it, hear it, as if it's already happened. What are people saying to you? What is happening in the scene? What are you experiencing? Subconscious brain doesn't know the difference between real and pretend. It's just a computer. So you're just inputting information, and you're just clearing old files out, putting new files in, and then saying, hey, operating program, this is what I want now. Make this happen. Okay? Now, lottery. If you are dead set on it, it's got to be the lottery, Claire. I need that max million billions. Okay? I'm not going to stop you, because in my world, nothing is impossible. Absolutely nothing is impossible. And if winning the lottery is the way that the universe is going to shower abundance on you, and you have that set up and space for it, then blessings. Tatastu. Tatastu means so be it. Okay? I am never going to tell you that something is not possible. I choose in my own life to just keep it open-ended and then just, see what happens. But there's nothing wrong with you choosing to do that. But If I were you, I would do this process then every day so that you can start clearing out the space to hold that as an energy. Because like I had mentioned in my other videos, with the lottery in particular, first of all, there's a lot of desperate people that put their money into the lottery. So there's a lot of sad energy in there. Some people are excited about it, but some people out of desperation are putting their money into that. And so that creates an energy, right? So if your space is able to handle that kind of karmic energy and you not get attached or absorbed some of the suffering that exists in there, right? Then that should happen for you, no problem, okay? Other thing is that huge amounts of money like that, people think that they're ready for it, but the responsibility that comes with managing it, I know it sounds fun with all the spending, but there's a lot of management that comes with it also, including lawyers, including people that come up in your life, all of that. So there is a responsibility that comes with it. And if you're ready for it, great. Okay? I don't know if I myself would be able to deal with all of that, but again, I don't say yes or no to anything. I say, universe, give me what is the best for me. Okay? And then the other part is if, you're ready for the responsibility, you're ready for that whole experience, and then it's still not happening, I don't want you to get down on yourself or feel like, oh, this isn't for me and this is never going to happen. Don't fall into the space of impossible. Always stay in the space of possible, but maybe you broaden into other things as well. So lottery winning and this much fair. Okay, but then also wealth and abundance in any other way the universe wants to provide me. So have a backup plan too. Okay? So I'm just being very real and clear with you guys, because every word that comes out of my mouth has to have the highest of integrity and truth. And it has to be backed by the Vedic science that I am initiated into. So I'm not going to give you some bull crap and like some, misinformation that says, oh yes, put in there that you're going to win the lottery and I'll manifest that for you tomorrow. Right? Like that's not reality, and I haven't had that happen for me. It doesn't mean that I can't do it or that won't happen for you. Okay, I'm just being real with you. I've never had it happen through my manifestations yet. Doesn't mean it won't. Okay? So the process that I do is every single comment you put on my videos, I'm responsible for you now. As an initiated disciple, I am responsible for the people in my space. The fact that I've gone on TikTok now and opened myself up to a huge, large audience is because I'm ready to take on that many human beings in my space. And each one of you matter to me. Each message you send me matters. If I don't like it or if I don't respond to it, it doesn't mean I haven't seen it and that I'm not manifesting for you. Okay, so I go through a very regimented ritual where I'm vegan, number one. Okay, number two, I am up at 5 a.m. I do a workout. I do yoga, and I take a bunch of herbs that are prescribed to me from Vedic science in order to manifest powers in people's realities. So I keep a very clean space. Be very careful who you get your information from and who you allow to have an energetic sharing with you. Because if they're not integrated to the space and what you put in your body and the thoughts in your head, if you're not dedicated to that as a lifestyle, you can do harm to others and others can take on harm. So you can exchange karma that way. Okay, so I'm telling you guys what I do, and then you can decide if I'm an energy that you want to share or not. But please know that I'm initiated by my guru and it's his energy here. But in order to hold that amount of cosmic energy, I keep my space and my rituals very clean. Doesn't mean I don't have crappy days or do crappy things or have crappy thoughts, okay? But it does mean that I am very dedicated every single day to doing the rituals that need to happen in order to hold the space to manifest, okay? So yogic body, yogic mind. I do completion every single night, which means anything that's upset me or triggered me emotionally, good or bad, I complete with at the end of the night so that I have fresh space in the morning, right? And that I've completed with everything in the day. I don't let any hangovers happen. Hangover means something that upset you that you haven't completed in your system and let go. Okay, so this is a daily practice. I also do what's called puja every day. Puja, if you're unfamiliar with that, if you have ever lived in India or been in India, you'd know what puja is, but it's a devotional offering to the cosmos. Okay, and it just offers our gratitude for the gifts we've been given, for the ability to even manifest for other human beings. Okay, so I do puja in order to offer gratitude. And then obviously I do my outreach work through enriching, which is, hey humans, whoever you are, no judgment, I'm here for whatever you need. Okay, my job, literally, as an initiated disciple, is I have to be responsible for the people that show up in my space and manifest their reality, heal them if that's what they're asking, and give them the information they're seeking, and be open no matter who you are, what you believe, or what you're asking for. Okay, so even if you know nothing about Hinduism, you know nothing about Vedic science, whatever religion you are, doesn't matter. Okay, it's completely open. There's no restrictions on any of that. It's all the same energy, just in different ways and forms and things that we call it, right? Okay, so I know you guys have been asking a lot of questions. Yeah, how can we get in touch with you and all this? Yeah, so good question. Okay, so so I have a YouTube channel, number one. So there's a few more manifestation videos on my YouTube channel. It's connected to my TikTok profile. The other way you can get in contact with me is causingclare@gmail.com. So that's my email address. So you can email me and I will respond to your questions via email if you want to do it more privately. I can do it all remotely. Like you could email me something and I can, through remote vision, do any healing you need, answer any questions you need. So I can do Akashic record readings authentically. Okay, there's people that say that they can access the Akashic records and then don't know anything about the Vedic science of Akashic records. All right, so I authentically can do Akashic record readings. All right, and all that means is that every single person and every single being, they have an archive in the cosmos of every single life you've ever had, of anything you've ever experienced in your life. And if you wanted to access information from that, yes, I have the ability to do those readings. The best thing I could ever offer in life is to connect you with my guru and you guys have that direct experience yourself. But some people just resonate with me as a form through him, and that's okay too. Okay, so whatever works for you, but just know that anything that I say out of my mouth in this space, or that I'm reading to you, or that I'm healing to you, it's not my human self that's doing it. I'm initiated to connect with his energy, and it's him. Okay? So I want to be very clear about that. All right. Okay, let's see what other questions that you guys have. I'm just going to go through. There's been a lot of questions. So I'm just going to swipe through and see. He winked at me. Yeah, that doesn't, if you guys see him move and like talk to you and you guys feel things, like that's totally real. Okay, yeah, blessings to all of you. Each comment I'm reading, I'm blessing right now. He sees it, I see it. Oh, you guys are such sweet humans. I'm so glad you guys are all here with me. I was like super nervous to go on TikTok and do this type of thing. I was like, you hear all these horror stories, but the majority of people have been so great. Thank you. And I just, every time even if you don't have a picture and I just read, I feel your guys' energy and just love you so much immediately. Awesome. Oh. There's some funny ones in there. Thanks for the humor. Okay, reading all your comments. Yeah, the depression is a really tough one, and especially with COVID has put a very big strain on us, and so blessings to all of you for that. And depression is one of the things that if it's a surface level pattern, easily cleared. Watch one satsang or get one initiation and you're good. The other thing I wanted to let you guys know, especially the ones that are you guys here watching this video, be very clear that yes, past life regressions I can access through Akashic records. Can I make predictions on people's future? Yeah, yes and no. So what I can tell you is in this moment in time, because what happens is wherever you are in this moment in time, I can see your reality from where you are now. here's the thing about Vedic science is that we believe and manifest that you can actually change your past. Yeah, I know I said it. You can actually change your past and recreate your future. So I can give you a reading right now based on where you are right now and what I see for the future right now. But through that third eye reading and healing, that might actually change the outcome. So it could be like I see something that might happen, and then just through the third eye reading, when he looks, that changes the outcome. And so you could get a reading like literally the next day, and all of a sudden that's changed. So, yeah, and there's no harm that's ever done because it's an enlightened master's energy. So an enlightened master basically he was enlightened by the age of 12, and an enlightened master is someone that does not have that human ego, right? They're just a pure cosmic energy space. They don't have patterns. They don't have ups and downs. They're not affected by hormones. They're just an enlightened energy, just full of bliss, right? So that's what I'm channeling. I'm not giving you my Claire energy. I'm channeling his enlightened energy. So you're completely protected. I'm completely protected. And I'm initiated to be able to do that. And like I said, I take really good care of my space and myself in order to make sure that you guys are protected and that you get the best of my manifesting abilities through him. Okay. How can you change your past? Yeah, that's an entirely different video. I could do like a whole 8-hour course on that, and maybe we will one day. What is the name of your guru? His name is Paramahamsa Nityananda. I am in Canada. So I'm in Alberta, Canada, and we have a temple in Toronto. And then otherwise we have temples all over the world. Kailasa is our organization where you can actually sign up online to get free initiations and healing if you missed that part. So okay, let me just make sure I got it right. Kailasa, so Kaalaisa, okay, is where you can find kailasa.org. I can also post Ontario. Oh, awesome, nice, blessings, Canadian. Awesome. So I'm just going to, if you guys want to email me for like readings and that type of thing, or healing, by all means do that. How can I, so get initiated. So if you want to know how you can access Akashic Records, so either I can do a reading for you through him, or come get initiated, right? Like we do free initiations all the time. Now that COVID has hit, right? Everything's done online. We used to have to be like actually physically go to India. And now we've gotten to this place where we can just literally get initiated and do everything by Zoom. Technology has really helped us out. Love from London. I'm good. Nice to see you. Blessings. I'm just going to go through all the messages and make sure everyone gets blessed. Yes, you can definitely. No, and I don't charge you guys. So yeah, you can email me, causingclare@gmail.com. Part of my responsibility as a human is I actually cannot charge for any of it. It's freely given by him, gift to humanity, okay? And you'll often find, even if you look through some of the comments, I'll reply to some of the ones where I've just done readings in the comments, and you'll see that it's usually pretty accurate. Let's see. Blessings, 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 blessings. Okay. All right, how long have we been going for? Gosh, I don't even know what time. Can someone tell me the time? Yes, you can say, New York, hey, Texas, hi, Texas. Awesome. Yes, so for donations, I'll give you the link to the org. You can donate directly to the organization if you want that. And just to give you guys a little idea, our organization, free food, free education, free healthcare. We do a lot of humanitarian work across the globe. Us initiated disciples doing this stuff freely is all part of how we're enriching humanity. We're trying to revive the ancient Hindu Vedic science that got lost. And that's why I'm saying, like, it doesn't matter what religion you're tied to, but, you know, the revival of what we're doing is based on this science, right? And science is catching up with us. And I also, if you guys saw my Kurma video, let me have Kurma bless you guys all as well, right? So here's Kurma. Kurma was given to me by Swamiji, that's what we call him. And he said, you know, anyone that even just sees this will get wealth and abundance just by the looking at Kurma. So Kurma can bless all of you. You can see Kurma. And then let me grab a couple other deities. So people that are asking about Akashic records, this is Kalavedava. So Kalavedava is the holder of the Akashic records and of space and time. So Kalavedava can bless any of your Akashic record readings or or thoughts. Okay, so that's Kalavedava. I use him when I do Akashic record readings. Most of you will be familiar with this one, I'm sure. This is Ganesha, right? So Ganesha is carved in crystal. So Ganesha is the remover of obstacles. So that's Ganesha. And this is Devi, so the female cosmic energy. So blessings from Devi. You can see she has a parrot. I also wear my Devi parrot earrings as well. You have Lakshmi. Awesome. Okay, yeah. So that's another one. Yeah, there's so many. Oh, I should show you guys this too. So this is Shri Chakra. Okay, this is carved Shri Chakra, and this is the universal chakra, okay? So if you guys even look at this, this will give you immense blessings and immense blessings and abundance, okay? So there you go. Get more blessings that way. And then this is Guru right here. And then I have what's called Atmalinga. So Atmalinga, he also gave to me as a gift. And if you see, it has a Shri Chakra carved into it. And this crystal is also what I use for healing as well. So anytime I'm doing a distance healing, or if someone needs healing, I can directly put it on. That gives healing as well. My son, who's 5, is also initiated and an amazing healer, because he has that pure childlike innocent space where he doesn't have all the patterns that we have as adults. So he's an amazing healer as well. And yeah. So any other questions that you guys have for me? I don't even know what time it is. I'm not sure how long we've been going. Okay, so recap for the people that have joined, and one more time. Look deeply into Swamiji's eyes and get everything that you can out of it. Okay, yeah, so causingclare@gmail.com. Okay? causingclare@gmail.com. Is there a way I can just like post myself? This is my first live one, so I'm trying to figure out if I can just post it in there. Okay. Blessings. Okay. Yeah, blessings. All right. I'm just trying to put in. So if you guys look at like the very top of my screen, it should say Causing Claire, and then it's just @gmail.com. Okay. Causing Claire, gmail.com. And I'll also post it in a video with text then. Okay. So you guys have it as well. All right. So yes, you can manifest the lottery. I'd also recommend you ask for abundance and prosperity. Okay, so just ask for abundance and prosperity in whichever way the universe showers you with it. And if you want to then as well say specific lottery money or a specific dollar amount of money that you want, go ahead. Like I said, it's not my decision. Cosmos sees you, right? Universal energy sees you and decides what is the best for this person. What is the best way to shower them with wealth and abundance? Sometimes it's a job. Sometimes it's a house. Sometimes it's a relationship. Sometimes it's like a buttload of money, and that has happened, okay? So I manifest money on a regular basis. I mentioned this in one other video that I don't hoard money. I don't want to have anyone say that, you know, go blow all your savings. I have a little bit of savings, but what I constantly do is, because money is an energy, just like anything else, it's just a piece of paper that we have an energetic significance that we've put on it as a collective society. And that energy, just like anything else, if it remains stagnant, what happens? Right? Nothing. It just sits there and doesn't grow or create. But when you start spending money and flowing money, okay, then you have to replace it, right? There's a gap that's left. So then you manifest and have new space to manifest. Someone said to me, oh, rich people don't spend all their money and they don't, you know, have to keep manifesting. I'm not talking about rich people, okay? talking about Vedic science and the science of how you manifest money, and continually cycling through your money is how you keep yourself active. Because the number one thing about manifestation that people think isn't true but is you have to take action. Manifesting means, it doesn't mean that it just suddenly appears and it's there and there's no action taken. I'm taking action on your guys' behalf by doing puja, by doing yoga, by blessing you, by thinking through all the things, by making sure I'm completing, by doing all these things. If you can take one action every single day that gets you closer to manifesting what you want, and if it's doing what I've asked you to do, which is think about what you want, write down the stuff, visualize it, complete with it, right? If you do those steps, that's taking action. If you watch one of these videos every single day, that's taking action. You take one small step and the universe will literally come in and support you through it. Okay, but non-action is not the case. Action is the case. Even if it's like, let's say you're looking for a promotion or looking for a job or looking for whatever, right? Take an action towards it. Maybe you read a book on how to get promotions. Maybe you talk to someone and say, hey, I want this promotion. Maybe you go and, you write it down on a piece of paper 10 times and focus on that. Okay, but take an action every day if you can. Continually focusing on what you want and taking an action towards it is the fastest way possible, in conjunction with what I can do, which is, like I said, connect with Swamiji, and then I just bless all of you, and that action just starts happening and things just start flowing. Here's the one thing that you might find, and I'm sorry if this happens, but it's just part of the process. It's actually a good thing, is when you connect with me and you've connected with this energy, sometimes things start to fall apart. Okay? And things start to get crazy. Patterns come up. Like something that you think is bad has happened now. Like I've had people like actually lose their jobs, or I've had people like lose money and they're like, Claire, what's going on? Like you blessed me and manifested for me and now these things are happening. Give it time and see where it leads. I've yet to have a case of something happen in this energy space that wasn't the absolute best possible thing for that person, but hindsight is 20/20. So when I say everything is auspicious, I mean that. And there's no deciding if it is or it isn't. So you can't say the good stuff, oh, it's auspicious. And then when it's the bad stuff, say, oh, it's not auspicious. No, it either is or it isn't. So you have to commit to everything that happens is auspicious. Okay? Everything that happens is auspicious. Funny story I'll tell you guys here at the end. I lost my job yesterday, okay? And I'm not worrying about it. And I'm not upset about it. All I'm thinking is, hey, I didn't have enough time to be doing all this TikTok stuff, and now all of a sudden I've lost my job, and now I have all this time to do the TikTok. Maybe this is my new path, right? Or there's something better out there for me. I just have complete trust that everything is auspicious. Right? So it was a complete shock. I wasn't even given a reason. It was just like packaged you out. Here you go. And I'm like, okay, all right, what's next? Well, I have time to do a live TikTok video. Everyone's asking me questions. Perfect. I have all day to do this now. Right? So that's what I mean by even myself, when I start going through this intense manifesting process, things may happen. Please know everything from this point forward is auspicious. Don't be afraid. Just, you have to have trust. Surrender and trust, and that's the space I'm in right now as well. I will give you guys an update, and it'll probably be like, I just manifested my dream job, or I just made $1 bazillion more, or this is what happened instead. Like, this has happened so many times. The second I am ready for expansion, Swamiji will pick me up for wherever I am and throw me into something new. So if you look at my face and you look at my energy, I'm fine, right? And I'm just excited to see the possibilities of where this takes me. So that's what I mean. Like, I always get to go through things that other people go through so that I can understand it and help others, right? Same thing with depression, same thing with anxiety, same thing with, trying to commit suicide. All of those things I went through so that I can relate to everybody. And losing my job, I'd actually never lost my job before. So this is something new for me, and now I get to go through it and have that experience and see what comes with it, and it's auspicious, right? So now I have a lot of time to manifest all your realities, and I don't care about a job and what I'm doing in terms of work. What I care about is how many people can I enrich? How many bodies can I get in front of to enrich? And I can actually enrich a ton more people sitting here on TikTok than I can in my job with a limited amount of people, right? So I don't think this is a coincidence that you guys are all here and that I've started this journey and that happened, okay? So any other final questions as I wrap up, which is, think about what you want to create as your reality. If it's the lottery, fine. I also ask, please make sure that it is abundance and wealth as well. Okay, so that the universe can decide for you what is the best. Okay, that's all I wanted to say in terms of lottery stuff. Okay, and that if it doesn't happen, don't be discouraged. Don't fall into self-doubt. Don't fall into powerlessness. Make yourself more powerful. Be in the space of more power of, you know what? The universe is going to exactly provide for what I need in whatever way it chooses. I'm going to keep going with the lottery, but if it's something else, I'm open to it. Okay? Next, write down all the reasons why you have self-doubt about it. Okay? And you can do this process with anything, relationships, health, wealth. Process is the same for manifesting. Write down what you want. Write down all your self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial. Cross all that out. Decide this is no longer me. Rip it up, throw it away, burn it. Next, close your eyes, think about what it is that you want to create, and then let all the feelings of self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial come up. And then consciously choose and decide, this is not what I want to create as my reality anymore. I am moving out of that and creating new space. And then visualize what it is you want to create it as your reality, as if it's already happening in this moment. Hear it, feel it, see it, already occurring right now, in this moment, in the present. Okay? If you do 7 minutes of the first part, 7 minutes of the second part, that's great to start. Ideal state is 21 minutes. That's a full energy cycle for a manifestation. Okay, but minimum 7 minutes would be nice if you just need to start off. Who's the guy behind you? Oh, missed that part. Okay. So, Guru Paramahamsa Nityananda, that's the one that I'm third-eye reading through. I'm an initiated disciple of my guru, and I'm third-eye reading through him for the newbies that just showed up. Okay? So those are the 4 steps for manifesting. And then, like I said, everything is auspicious. Every single thing that happens to you is auspicious. Be in that space, even if it feels like it's not. Come watch these videos and just look into his eyes. Look into my eyes that have his eyes, right? And you'll connect with that energy. I will post my Gmail and the my guru's organizational website so that if you want to get initiated yourself and start playing with this science, we'll do that. And last sort of disclaimer, actually, maybe I should have brought it up at the start of the video, but I'll do it now. In India, we've been severely persecuted for our Hindu faith and culture, gurus especially. The media relentlessly, politicians relentlessly create narratives trying to take these out. I will go through the steps again, no worries. So you could look up my guru and you'll see things like, oh, he's a fraudster, oh, he's a self-claimed God man, oh, he's he's raped people, he's sexually harassed people, all these things, okay? You decide. I'm here and I'm available and I'm healing people, and I've spent the last 10 years of my life around this enlightened being, and none of that is true. But if you decide that that is true for you, then find someone that you resonate with, and that there's no hard feelings. But I just want to be clear that if you see all those things, yeah, that exists and we're persecuted, and that's why we've created an online Hindu nation, because we've been run out of India based on our poor monks and sannyasis have been beaten to death with rocks in the street because of our faith, and we don't fight back and they just die, and it's horrible. And I am a product of someone out west that is a practicing Hindu, and I'm trying to revive this science and faith and be here for each one of you to manifest your realities, and we deserve to die for that. it's heartbreaking. So, just warning alert that if you look it up and you see these stories, I know all those stories. They're not true. And if I'm not for you because of all of that, that's okay. Go find someone who is, because I really want everyone to connect with someone that does resonate with them. Okay? All right. So here are the steps one more time. Number 1, visualize what you want to create as your reality. Number 2, number 1, write down what you want to create as your reality. If it's lottery, fine, but I also ask you to please put abundance and wealth in whichever way the universe deems best for me. Okay, put that caveat there so that there's space for other things to come in besides just the lottery. Okay? Next is write down all of the self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt that you have about why you don't think that will happen. The reason you do that is you're clearing out old energy and space in order for you to manifest what you want, and you're consciously deciding, this is not me. You cross it all out and consciously choose, I'm going to create a new space for myself. Rip up that paper, burn it, be gone. Then visualize what you want to create as your reality. And again, allow the feelings of self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt to come up. Some people will remember specific situations. Some people will feel it in their body. Some people will hear things, but let it all come up. And as it does, complete with it. Completion means consciously choosing, this is not what I want to create as my reality anymore. I want something new. And you do that with each thing. When you're done that completion, visualize what you want to create as your reality as if it's already happened in the present moment right now. So as I'm sitting here, everything I've read so far, I'm visualizing as already happening right now in this moment. We're all there. We're all having exactly what we want. We're all healed. We are all showered with wealth and abundance. I'm going to cry out of bliss, not out of sadness. And each one of you is so very special. You are each a being, and we're each connected in oneness. And what we do to ourselves through judging ourselves and the self-hatred we have for ourselves and the doubt we have for ourselves is so untrue. You guys are all such special beings, and you should be celebrated every moment of your life in all your glorious imperfections. Radically accept who you are right now, knowing that you've done the best that you can with where you've learned in your life, and always be in that space. And everything is auspicious, and unclutch from anything that comes and tries to attack you inside. I always see it as a separate entity, right? When I start to have self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial come at me, right? I recognize that that is just the ego trying to attack me, because that's what a human ego does. It doesn't get it. Okay? That's not you. And you don't deserve its crap. So you call it out on its crap. Okay? Call it whatever you want. For me, it's like, I call it like the storm cloud. I'm like, this is crap. Get out of here. I'm not interested in you. What I'm interested is in radically accepting who I am right now. And I've done the best that I can. And I'm going to show up in the best way that I can every day. And I'm going to love myself through this whole mess, no matter what. And I want you guys to do the same. Everything is auspicious, and unclutch from all of that. Unclutching means if you're triggered emotionally in some way, that you immediately become the watcher and observe it. So rather than engaging in it, when it happens and triggers, what you do is you watch it and feel it and become mindful. They use the word mindfulness. I use the word unclutching. Become mindful. Where are you feeling it in your body? What's the thought pattern? What was it that triggered it? And just unclutch from it and just watch it and observe it and breathe through it and know that it's not you. That is not you. It's an emotion, a thought, a hormone that is its own energy. You are the being that is a small speck of energy going inside your system that you can unclutch from. Makes sense? Okay, awesome, good. I'm so glad that you guys have tried the unclutching. Yes. Okay. I love you all. I really, truly do. I will make sure again that I go through each and every one of your comments and bless you all. And please continue commenting on videos so that I can bless each one of your realities. You can comment multiple times. If you want to comment every day on the same thing to stay connected and on the manifestation journey, absolutely, please do that. I will make sure that I post a video right after this with the 4 steps and with my email address and with the organization's address and with all the resources that you need. And just truly, I'm so grateful and blessed that you were all here with me, and I've really enjoyed our time together. So thank you so much. I'm going to end with what's called the Purna mantra to finish off the energy, and then I will turn off the video. And blessings tatastu to all of you so that all of your creations become reality in the fastest amount of time possible for each and every one of you. Blessings and healings. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadashyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sarvam Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivam Paragastu. Om Nityanandam. Blessings, everyone. Love you all. Thank you.